Norwest Stock Volume, Bare Bones Broadcasting. Good morning, Easter morning. I don't know how I'm getting these things in. I'm stopping it in time somehow. Well, they're not that long. Or I can't get in within reason, because as soon as I get in with reason, it's too long. You know what I mean by when the content hits? You know, you're getting all these flash shots on your production on television right now. They don't want you to have any content up here. And I mean the producers are working to erase content. They want one content. Wow, wow, wow. 1 through the 4. Wow, wow, wow. Don't think. Grab and buy. Token in a turnstile. Grab and buy. That's what they're pushing you. They understand the way your brain works, and they're taking your brain and wringing it. The producer, the advertiser, is sure doing that. The employee, the intent of the mind of that walking mammal. Bah! I tell you what, they're producing human beings that someday will knock on their door and put an armband on them and march them like Nespers. I look for someday all the employees of this planet right now to be pulled out of your house and marched like Nespers. Not possible. Oh, really? Look what's going on around here. And it's quite civilized everywhere. Quite civilized. There are no third world nations. There are no developing nations. They've been developed a long time before you were ever developed. These are not stupid human beings that live in jungles without clothes. They are not stupid at all. They never were stupid. The simpler they were, the more intelligent they were. Idiot! Keep all this in mind. Higher education. Man. You don't have a race problem. You've got a higher education punk problem. Said Mao! So you want to do the same. Mao didn't say to do that again. No, he didn't. He said, you got better ways of doing it now, don't you? Did you learn anything by this? What he said? You ain't paying attention to Mao, are you? Or what China's trying to talk about. Only to criticize the state is part of the state's progress. And the state has to get criticized. And still make progress. I mean, we'll lose control. Bah! You'll gain it. To let wisdom stand and take its beating, you will gain control. Stand with wisdom and take all the criticism they fire at you. Said Solomon, and it worked. It does. His neighbors worshipped him instead of their God. Want to bet? Because he fed them. What did his God say? Feed your enemies. Which they're not his enemies, and he knew they weren't his enemies. Does anybody have an enemy here? Anybody? To call it as felon. The very one calling you a felon is one. What is felon? It's that cold that Jesus called blaspheming. When he was there pouring out his heart, did they feel any of it? Did it touch theirs at all? That's felon. It can't relate to mutual at all. And sometimes it carries itself very this. And it's very cloaked in white, and it's very snobby and clean and pure. It's felon. And it calls felon of those that criticize it. It is definitely the pot calling the kettle black. The term felon. Know it. Nothing in prison now, when you look at case after case, that is not felony. No, it isn't. These idiots go out and grab people and cut them up and put them in the refrigerator. Not felony. Not what you're accusing the individual of. Now, of course, the act is. When the individual doesn't even have the brains to know what he's doing. And I don't care how well they can hide it. You tell me that human being is behaving human, I'll tell you it ain't. Humans don't do things like that. No, they don't. So there's a problem there. In the function of the contraption, not the intent of it. Now, I find humans cooperating with a system that the intent of that system is far more than felony. That is for sure. And far more deviant, is it? And strangling this globe and the sentiment of humanity with it. Oh, yeah. Employed to do it! Taught out of higher education! Cold as a cucumber! Towards the mutual of human and this place and what has to happen. Very cucumber. Very. You can pickle that, you know. And then it tastes pretty sweet.